Hey, what's up, guys? It's Crypto Clutch here. Hopefully this sounds pretty good. I have the mic set up I was using over in the warehouse. It sounded pretty good. But let me know down in the comments what it sounds like. But as you can see, it looks a whole lot different here in the shed. I'm not really I'm pretty sure I made like a quick little update talking about my dad's L3s, then just having the Asics here. But obviously that's not the big change. We still have a couple issues, like we got a fan that's not spinning on one of those miners. But obviously this whole half of the shed has changed, and like this has changed because I think I told you that the GPUs are going to move. Ignore the cable mess. I might throw a pic. I don't know how much editing I'm going to do to the video, but basically we took out the two shelves that were here. Well, actually there was 3 racks that were here, and then there was 2 racks of GPUs here. So those got moved over a little bit ago, which I know I showed a video of them in the warehouse. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's been a lot's been going on, but we took out 2 big racks here, and then one that had a lot of these Asics right here on it, and I might throw in one more rack right here, like going like this, as long as it doesn't block up too much of this, because I need to have access to the front of these. But basically the idea is kind of have like a obviously it's really hot right in this aisle, but it's also going straight out to those 2 fans, which that fan, it just turned off because I have it on a temperature control, but I can change how that's set, and I probably will. But when I'm in here right now, obviously I don't want it to be super cold, so I have it like it's like 70 degrees in here or something like that. But yeah, so this was ignore the purple cable as far as cable management, but the purple cable is just like it's running over here to one of my PCs, so now I can remotely access it, and I don't have to bring my laptop over here, because that's not ideal. I mean, it's nice to have my laptop, but I'd rather be able to just remotely log in and I don't have to drive all the way out here. But so we have all these L3s running, but I just had to redo all the configurations on a lot of these guys again, which means some of these miners have the virus, so I'm gonna have to go through and remove them all again, which isn't gonna be fun, but it is what it is. Now, not all of them got hit with it this time, because like I had already set this network is completely isolated from it. It's only this network that can even get hit by it. But a lot of, like, probably over half of them had already been switched to Hive, and if you switch it to Hive, it doesn't have that problem. So 20 out of the 47 got hit by the virus because they hadn't been switched, and then like there's a couple that aren't working for whatever reason, so we need to go through and do that. But we did buy all of these from a local guy here, who I actually suggested buying the L3s like a couple months ago, and I guess his investors that bought them either wanted to get out, or like they just wanted to see what else is out there, because like it's really, L3 profits haven't been like amazing, but it's still somewhere in like the 150-day ROI time. But I didn't personally purchase these. These are more of my dad's units, because he's trying to go pretty big into this stuff, I imagine. Well, I mean, that's the way it looks, just with all the stuff he's buying. But I am personally looking at buying some A9s, which I'll have another video probably at the warehouse talking about that. But I just wanted to quickly update you guys on all this stuff that we did yesterday. So this took about 11 hours with me and my dad, and then like 3 hours with one of my other clients who came down to help for a little bit, which was really nice. I shout out to him. It's big help. But I still have to, probably this week I'll start going through and redoing the virus, which I found an easier way. We can just short out a couple pins, and it's really easy. Honestly, doing it the way I was doing it, it took a little while, but it's not too bad. But if you guys want me to make a video on that, let me know. It's really not that hard. I don't know how many of you guys actually have L3s and or wanted to buy L3s, because that's basically what you want to know, is you want to get them to have Hive OS as soon as possible. But these miners have a really annoying, well, not the miners, I know the miners pitch, but the power supplies that they came with have a really annoying pitch, which isn't great, but it works. So, but basically I have, we customized these shelves a little bit, because normally this rack only has 5 shelves, and we put 7 on it, just so we can get more miners per rack. With the density that I have in here, I mean, I guess technically I could go up higher even still, but I mean, not a whole lot higher. But I hope I can still put one, like maybe a 3-foot rack right here, and then that won't really affect anything, and then I can get the rest of the power, because I still have this whole PDU available, and then those 4 PDUs available, which we took down. Those 4 PDUs that were there, if you remember, we put one back up there just for that top row, because that one was kind of uneconomical to use for it. But we're going to use that one for the top row on this guy, as long as it's only 30 amps. But we can do, I mean, technically 2 of those PDUs will get used on these racks alone. So I really only have 2 more PDUs for this rack, unless I have some more PDUs that are available somewhere, but I really don't think so. As far as like power usage, not all of the miners are working, but this one was pulling about 15 amps before we turned them on, so he's using 50 amps ish on this breaker, and then this one was down to 0 after I turned everything off, so it's 75-ish amps on that one. And then actually this side of the shed still has a little bit of power left on it. I'm not really sure where. I don't know if there's PDUs back here or just PDUs aren't being maxed out, but I might have to run some more breakers out of these guys. It just depends on, once I have the load fully in here, like what I'm gonna have to do, which honestly these guys shouldn't have an issue. I mean, this one only has 20 more amps, so, and I think maybe 2 of these bottom 2 breakers were the ones that I added. Let's see, are they warm? That one's kind of warm. They're a little warm, so I don't know. They might have load on it. I'm not really too sure. Actually, I can look at this. Yeah, so they're using 18 and 17 amps. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but it's either going to be the last 2, which is 10 amps and 6 amps, or 17 amps and 18 amps, which I think it's the last 2. So, they're being used pretty good. Obviously not to the fullest, but I could probably push, like those things are just using the stock firmware, probably, so I can probably get a little bit more power out of them, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to quickly update you guys. I'm going to ramble on. There's not really a whole lot of, I mean, obviously a lot has changed, but like not a lot of content stuff. Now I know a lot of you guys actually want to see me do the work, but that will just take way too long, because even with us going like full pace, just working away, it took us 10 hours just to cable manage all this stuff. And I know some of you guys, I didn't even realize I need to cut these cable ties. It was getting late last night, so that's why I kind of started rushing a little bit. But it takes a long time to cable management and stuff, and it took a while just to get them all in here and moved over, and it's still gonna take longer, because I gotta figure out which ones have the virus or aren't running the Hivon firmware, and then we can go from there. Which I could probably do the locate thing, and it'll show me, like, it'll start flashing both of these lights, and then I'll know, like, I can make like a mark on this sticker, because he has a sticker on all of them saying like, yeah, this one's good or this one's not good. So we'll go through that as we can, but I just want to quickly update you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. It's Crypto Clutch signing off.